This is where we're going to add the text that goes on the right side, kind of like the headline. And for this, we actually need to create a couple more guides. So right now we only have the center guide, but we need to create another vertical guide. So go ahead and click and drag from the left ruler all the way to the end. And if we put it right at the edge, it's at 8.5. We need to put it at 1/4 of an inch away from the edge. So that would make it about maybe like 8.25. Somewhere here. It doesn't need to be exact, but somewhere near the 8.25. And then we're going to create a horizontal guide. So click from the top of the ruler. We're going to go all the way down to 2 inches. So somewhere there. So we have 2 new guides that we created. And then we're going to make sure we have our moving tool selected. And if you notice, there's a little sticky note at the bottom right. We're going to double click that. And we should, hopefully, sometimes it takes a while, but we need to make sure that we have this note popped open. If it doesn't pop open when you double click, try going to Window and look for Notes right here. Okay, click on Note to edit. Let's see, why is this not working? Need to click on this. Double click on the yellow sticky note in the lower right corner. Expand the notes panel if necessary. So here's the notes panel. Click a note to view or edit. Trying to see if maybe it's located elsewhere. Whoops. There it is. Oh my gosh. That took way too long. Oh, okay. That's weird. So it's doing it at the very top right. Okay, well it popped up. This is what we need. So we need this note. So it tells us what we need to put in here. So go ahead and highlight all of this, and we're gonna copy it. So Command C to copy, or you can do, I believe, edit copy right here. And then we're gonna switch to our text tool, and we're going to make sure you have the model layer selected. And then we're going to create a box starting from this intersecting corner right here. And let's see, it says press shift as you click where the guidelines intersect. Okay, so let's see if we click shift, click and drag right here. There you go. And then we're gonna paste the text we copied. So Command V to paste. Or you can go edit paste. And so right now it is really expanded, so it's not showing all of it right now, but it's okay. We're gonna fix a couple things, so don't worry. And so let's go ahead and double click on this layer right here to highlight everything. And I'm gonna go switch to my character. Where is it? Character styles. And the reason that this is so far apart is it's actually our, like, the set leading or leading, can't remember the way it's set, you say it, but if you decrease it, now you see all of it. So that's why it's so far apart. This was set way too high. Okay, so let's now, it says the first 3 lines, the trend issue, we need to work on that first. So these 3 lines we need to select, and we're going to apply the following. So the font family needs to be in the Myriad Pro, or another serif font, but we're gonna go with Myriad Pro. The style needs to be regular. The font size needs to be 70, so type in 70. The leading is 55, so this is the 55 right here. And then tracking needs to be set to 50, right here. And then the color is white. Oh wait, this is not set to 55. Color needs to be white. Yep, color is white. Okay, now it's fixed. And then we need to right align the text. So if you go up here, this is the right align. Right there. Much better. Then we have to select the word trend right here, and we're going to switch the font style to bold right there. Alright, and then now we're going to select the rest of the text, and we're going to also put it at Myriad Pro, so make sure that you have the correct font. We're going to go for the regular font style. The font size is 22, so I can click and drag this since it's not that far. The leading is 28, so click and drag to 28. Might need to fix the text box in a bit. And then tracking is 0, right in the middle. Deselect all caps, so right here we're going to deselect that. And then actually, let's move this down a bit. Ooh, wow, there's more. Okay, let's click on this again. So we need a Myriad Pro. This was regular. There you go. This was 22. Leading was 28. This was set to, I believe, 0. Deselect all caps. Okay, yeah. There you go. Didn't realize there was more. And then let's select, I think we need to right align this one as well. Yeah, let's do that. Right align. There you go. Okay. So we're gonna select the what's hot text, which is right here. And we're going to switch this one to bold. And we're gonna increase the font size to 28. Right here. And then the what's not, we're gonna do the same thing. So make this bold and increase it to 28 right there. And then we're gonna select the word, let's see, trend. Where's trend? Oh, here. We're going back to trend, and we're gonna change the color to green. Then in the character panel, change the text color to green. Okay, so let's do a green color. I would say try to match it close to this. And actually, if you go towards the digital, you see that little eyedropper tool? If we click on it, it actually takes the green from that. So let's do that. Take the eyedropper, click on the green, click OK. That way it's matching. And we click check mark. And there's the text. So whenever you do bold and different sizes, this is something that you learn when you talk about hierarchy, and that means like what text are you looking at first, what's more important. In this case, it's the trend issue, and then these are kind of like headings, and then these are like the subheadings, so that's part of the hierarchy rule. Okay, so in this next part, I don't know if when we delete the note, I think that's towards the end. But for this next one, we're actually creating a shape. So let's move to the rounded rectangle tool. See if we have it. In the tools panel, the rounded rectangle tool. I have a rectangle tool. Let's see if this will work, because mine doesn't have a rounded rectangle tool on here, but let's go with the rectangle tool for now. If you happen to have the rounded rectangle, then you can use that. So we're going to draw a rectangle in the space above the letter L in the upper right corner. And we're going to place it at the edge along the guide. So here's the guide. So we want to create a rectangle right here. And it needs to be, I don't think it gives us a specific size. So let's go, okay, right here. And then we need to, let's see, we're gonna switch the fill color. So here's the fill at the top, and it says, let's see, fill color swatch in the properties panel. Oh, we need to do pastel yellow. So let's see if we can find pastel yellow. It does not need a stroke. So let's go to stroke and put no color right here. And then in the properties panel, type 67 pixels for width. Oh, right here, 67 pixels for width. Click the fill color swatch, pastel yellow, orange swatch in the third row. Okay, cool. And then, let's see, is there any more properties? I think, let's go to window. Shapes. I wonder if there's any properties here. Nope. Nothing there. Oh, properties. Oh, this properties. Okay. I think this is where we make it into a rounded rectangle. Okay, so I got that part. And then at the bottom of the properties panel, type in 0 pixels in any of the corner radius. So here are the corner radius it's talking about. And so then after that, so find this properties panel. It's right here. If you don't see it, go to window properties right there and it should pop up. And then we're gonna click to deselect the link. Okay, change the bottom left corner to 16 pixels. So bottom left, we're gonna switch to 16 pixels. And then with a move tool, we can actually click and drag this so that it hangs down like it's like a ribbon is what it's saying. Ooh, look what it did actually, because it applied the 16 because it has this little link. So let's unlink it. So this is 0, this is 0, and this is 0. Whoops. Okay, so this is being weird. 0. Okay, there you go. This is better. So it should only have the rounded corner on the bottom left, but I had this little link checked because it's linking all of them together, so make sure it's unchecked or unselected. And then you're gonna click return or the check mark at the top, and then you should have something like this, so you can put it somewhere up here. And then now we're gonna add a text to that, but we're gonna actually switch to a vertical type. And we're gonna do, let's press shift and click on the bottom of the, wait, that's it, press shift and click near the bottom of the rectangle that we created. Okay, so click shift, click here, alright. And we're gonna type in volume 9, so capital VOL 9. And then we're gonna have to select all of these. So if I double click, let's go to window character, and let's change the, make sure it's Myriad Pro. Font style needs to be a light or narrow style. Let's see if there's another. Myriad Pro, italic, regular, So they want us to do a condensed, which means like a really thin, narrow style. But I don't see that this one has a condensed version. So let's see if there's a different condensed. Maybe if I type in condensed. Ooh, look right here. So if I do Myriad Variable Concept Condensed, this one, that one's a lot narrower. And all I did was I typed in condensed, and it shows me all the different ones. So I'm selecting this one, and the font size needs to be set to 15, tracking at 10. Oh, okay. Tracking needs to be at 10, and the color black. And then you're gonna click check mark, and then we're gonna move this so that it's centered better right here. And it's actually a little bit too small, so use your judgment on this. Because I changed the font, I need to also adjust it so that it actually matches. So put this right here. And then the last part is we're gonna go select the model, and let's select this here. Right click, delete note, because we don't need that anymore. Click yes. Let's fit on screen. So I believe we're good. We're done. Let's save this. Save our progress, just in case. And now the last part is export as a JPEG, and export as. Make sure it's a JPEG. Let's put it in the middle, somewhere here. Let's do, ooh, actually, let's cancel. There's one step I forgot. When we go to, there's a way that you can flatten this. I believe it's, let's see if I remember. I know it's somewhere. Oh, choose layer, flatten image. Okay, so layer, flatten image. So what this is gonna do is all of these layers that we created, it's gonna condense it to one layer so that it's a smaller file size before we export it. So layer, flatten image. There you go. So now it's all down to one. Got merged. So now we go file, export, export as. Here's the JPEG, put it somewhere in the middle, maybe like a 3 or 4. Export. Luckily, I named it, so it kept the name, and just make sure it goes to your digital media folder, which I have under here, classes, digital media. I'll just put it in this folder. Save. And there you go. So that JPEG is what you're going to turn in as your final for chapter 7.